Hey Aries, so this is your quantum story. I've been sitting here with the images and the cards to get the feel for the story, and this is gonna be fun. So, um, we're working here. The story is about self-worth and a balancing of two parts of you to help you discern. Well, um, to help you discern decision making and the way that you react to things. So here we go. First cards. This is gonna be a beautiful reading. Before that, let me say, so 3 cards of each deck came out, so it's 333. So if you've seen them, that might be a confirmation, or maybe you want to look it up and see if it calls to you, if it resonates. Look it up and see if there's any additional messages there for you to get insight on. So for the archetype oracle deck, we got 3 cards, and the first one was the Maiden, followed by the Sustainer. English is the 4th language. And then Queen. There we go. So we're clearly working with your feminine energies. What we're doing here, wow, it's like whenever I start the video, my nose starts itching, and then as soon as before I hit record and after I hit record, I'm kind of fine. But during the videos, I seem to be very itchy all the time. Interesting. So this is an energy of, this is my victim card. This is an energy of being young and naive and sort of like being a prey and innocent about it, but having that, it's like having that wonderful young feminine energy about you. And so the light and the shadow side it's wonderful, and it's got that youthful beauty and that innocence, and it's a very light, beautiful energy. But then the shadow side is naivete and becoming a victim, and you're not able to see that you're creating your own victim reality because because you're so gullible or naive or innocent, that you think other people are bad, I'm a victim of theirs, but there is something in you creating that reality. So those are the light and shadow sides. And then the sustainer in the middle, leading you to the Queen energy. Now the Queen energy, if the light and the shadow side of the Queen energy, it's almost like the light and the shadow side of this feminine energy, whereas this is the first archetype to a female energy archetype. And this isn't the end of that archetype, but it's still a feminine energy. So you're still learning so you're learning to balance, to sustain the ability to remain in that beautiful light energy, and to hone in on the dangers that might create in your life from that innocent, naive place. So you want to maintain that youthfulness about you, but you want to also use that information. And the Queen is more of a grounded female energy, where she calls the shots and she owns a lot of things. She's self-care, her self-care is on point. She's very stable within herself. She's a very strong feminine energy, very nurturing, very caring. And the shadow side could be very cutting, very cold, very it's my way of the highway type of energy. So you're learning to balance out, to maintain I don't know how to put this. You're learning to maintain you're learning to maintain sort of a youthful the light side and the positive sides of the experiences that you've had in this energy of youthfulness and naivete and innocence, the lights, the positive sides, and the positive things that the shadow side of that energy has taught you, and be more discerning next time that something happens. You're able to see it and use, oh, okay, this experience is this. And so the queen is very, this is this and that is that. And you can see things more clearer now to make more stable moves, more stable decisions. I can see, so the queen is like, I can see that activity that it was naive of me to think or to do that for those reasons, and the queen energy is able to see it clearly and make decisions that will get you away from the dangerous aspects of the maiden energy. And so you're learning to sustain that balance of, you still want to be the youthful, beautiful, innocent, pure energy, but when it's getting you into some kind of trouble, you want to make sure that you're more discerning about, wait, let's not fall into that again, that kind of thing. So you're learning to sustain a healthier balance of both energies, where maybe if you're too cold and detached and calling the shots when you need to be more innocent and pure about it, then the shadow side of this card will be balanced by the light side of this maiden energy, that kind of thing. So next three cards, the Animal Oracle Spirit deck. We have Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. That came out right on top of the Maiden. And then we have Starfish Spirit, Open to Infinite Possibilities. And then we have Skunk, Know Your Worth. And they came out right on top of the energy. So this makes, Watch and Wait. This here is pay more attention. The Watch and Wait is like, instead of falling into a lot of the traps that you've fallen into from that naive victim mindset energy, that damsel in distress is that card's energy, really. Watch and wait. So the next opportunity that shows up, don't go into it naively or youthfully inexperienced. Watch and wait, watch it and unfold, so that in that watching of it unfold, you can see now different possibilities on how to respond, or what is actually being asked of you during the situation. And in seeing the infinite possibilities of everything that you can do in that situation, instead of perhaps you always did it the one way, and now if you, instead of engaging right away, you pull back and you're like, okay, there are other options that I can react or turn the story around to be. That's when the queen energy comes. You'll know your worth. Now you're in a place where this queen energy knows she's been through a lot. She's gone through, certain things in life that, I put that upside down, that have shown her, clearer. Know your worth. Know the shadow and the light side of this, so that you can discern better and create a different life for yourself. Different situations, different experiences, instead of repeating the same cycles over again. Now for the Shaman Oracle deck, we have the Beloved and we have the Eagle. So for some of you, this is all about self-love, and I say that because of the Know Your Worth. This is clearly about you. Something is being mirrored on the outside of you, possibly from a partnership that is very dear to you, like it could be a romantic situation, or a parent that you're really close to, or a best friend, that kind of thing. Something really deeply meaningful, a relationship that is really deeply meaningful to you, that has actually been teaching you about your self-worth. And so the Eagle here coming next to the Beloved shows me that you need to pull back and have a higher view of what's going on. You need a higher perspective. That's why it says watch and wait, so that you can gather more facts. You can see the bigger picture, and when the bigger picture comes is when you can see more possibilities, more different ways to react, different ways that the story can go, so you can pick a different one than just reacting. You'll respond more deliberately than just reacting to the emotions that come up or the situation that is in front of you. You'll get to make different choices. And so here, the last card is the lightning card for the Shaman Oracle deck. So that's either something is going to happen between you and this person, or the situation, whatever is dear to you, something is going to happen to finally mirror you, to give you that opportunity to respond differently. And so it's either gonna come in a clear knowing. You'll be in the situation, all of a sudden you'll feel different, or you won't be able to respond in the same way you had before, and you'll know, like, there'll be like an inner knowing of like, oh, I can't keep doing this, or I can no longer respond this way. Something is calling me to do something different, because I have a bigger perspective is gonna come in, and it's gonna make you see other ways, other possibilities to respond. Or there will be a argument or a crashing moment. It's not destructive per se, but it is impactful. It's moving. It's going to be that, like, that lightning, that bulb in you that's going to go off, and it's going to be so obvious. It's going to be very obvious. About what you need to do, what you need to see, and the different ways that you need to be reacting. But remember, you have to be in this place of observation. You have to be able to have a different, a higher mindset, a higher point of view, so that you can see different possibilities, so that when this happens, when this lightning strikes, you'll be able to see your worth. It's a higher level of, you'll respond differently because you want more respect. You'll want more, something that's better for you, that's more loving, something that's going to be more loving to you, and therefore more loving to your relationship, or to your bond, or to your situation. So that's your story. That's your quantum story, Aries. I hope it helps, and good luck with everything. I'll see you next time.